Chapter 5 The Holy Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was defeated, dying by the sword in 476 A.D., only to be resurrected as the Holy Roman Empire 500 years later, in 962 A.D. The deadly wound of the First Empire had been healed by the establishment of the Holy Roman Empire, who looked like a lamb, but spoke like a dragon. It can't be more obvious than this. So now we can look at what we know from history about the Holy Roman Empire. It incorporated Christian symbols, like the cross, and it mixed Christian principles with pagan practices, and it gave great power and authority to the Roman Catholic Church. So the beast is the Roman Empire, and the second beast is the Holy Roman Empire. But one might ask, what does the Roman Empire, or the Holy Roman Empire, have to do with anything today? How do they relate to the Democrat Party? What many people don't realize is that the Holy Roman Empire is still very much alive and active and moving forward and present in our world today. In fact, the Holy Roman Empire is front and center in world politics today. It's the greatest threat that the free world faces. And once we understand this fact, we can clearly see that what is happening all around us and in the news right now is biblical. It's exactly what the Bible told us would happen. It was revealed to us in Daniel and in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. So to begin the fundamentals of this further understanding, we can start with the word Reich. R-E-I-C-H, a Germanic word, which means realm. It is a word that is generally used to depict a domain or an empire. Most everyone knows that Hitler's Nazi Germany was called the Third Reich, the Third Realm or Empire. But not as many know that the First Reich was in fact the Holy Roman Empire. Think of this. The book of Daniel, which was written before the birth of Christ, tells us of 4 kingdoms that will be established on earth. The 4th kingdom is Rome. The book of Revelation, written around 90 A.D., almost 100 years after Jesus' birth, tells us that this 4th beast will receive a mortal wound to be defeated in battle, but will be resurrected. In 962 A.D., the Holy Roman Empire did, in essence, resurrect the Roman Empire. It brought it back to life. And the Holy Roman Empire lasted for 844 years, until 1806. That was the First Reich, the first empire of that second beast in Revelation 13. The Second Reich began with the reunification of Germany in 1871, following the Franco-Prussian War, and it ended in 1919 at the end of World War I. Then, just 14 short years later, the socialist movement, known as Nazi Germany, ushered in the Third Reich. Its goal was to reunify all of Europe under German control and ultimately become a one-world government. History shows us that the Third Reich ended with the defeat of Hitler in 1945. But now there is emerging a Fourth Reich. Less than 80 years after the fall of the Third Reich under Hitler, the Holy Roman Empire continues to be present in modern times through the rise of the Fourth Reich, which is the New World Order and which is currently centered in Ukraine. Ukraine! Is there any wonder why the world attention is currently turning to Ukraine? And how perfect is the Bible in pointing out and keeping us informed and in the loop of this ongoing satanic government. It's not a long-forgotten government that existed somewhere back in history and that has no relevance in today's world. No, it's a government that is alive and well and central to our world issues and our world problems today. The original beast, the Roman Empire, died and seemingly vanished from the earth in 476 A.D. About 500 years later, in 962 A.D., it was resurrected by the Holy Roman Empire, which was known as the First Reich, which lasted 844 years until 1806. It is the Holy Roman Empire that is identified as the second beast in Revelation 13. Then, 65 years after the fall of the Holy Roman Empire, which was the First Reich, the emergence of the Second Reich occurred. It ran from 1871 to 1919. 14 years later, it was followed by Nazi Germany and the Third Reich, which seemingly ended with the defeat of Hitler in 1945. And yet, it is still alive today in the emergence of the Fourth Reich, the New World Order. As mentioned earlier in the book of Hosea 4, verse 6, God says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." This statement is so applicable to modern times. If people don't know the Bible and don't know history, they're lost and pretty much subjected to the propaganda spewed by media outlets, which, if we look close enough, we'll see are actually owned and operated by the beast itself, by the emergence of this Fourth Reich. Now let's go back to the book of Revelation and see for certain who or what controls the beast, which, as we know, includes the First Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, the First Reich, the Second Reich, the Third Reich, and the Fourth Reich. Revelation 13, verse 2. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. Revelation 13, verse 4. People worshiped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. The dragon is Satan. We can see that very clearly in the book of Revelation 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast down, that old serpent, he that is called the devil and Satan. Satan gives power to the beast. Satan has always been in control of the Roman Empire, the original empire, which crucified Jesus. The Holy Roman Empire, a.k.a. the First Reich, the Second Reich, the Third Reich, and the emerging Fourth Reich. We can look again at what the book of Revelation says about the Holy Roman Empire. It had 2 horns like a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon. It looked holy, but it was satanic. And we can put that in perspective with, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge," and apply it to modern times. The beast is alive and very present on the earth today, and Satan has given it full power and authority.